Barbecue season finally has arrived, revealing some of the biggest grill myths and showing you how to do it right. Plus, ready or not, it is time to toss on a bathing suit. Yeah, we got tricks to help anybody look their beach best. But first, headlines so outrageous, it's hard to believe they're true. Here to weigh in, New York Live co-anchor Jacque, Reid, celebrity fashion stylist Marcellas Reynolds, and lifestyle anchor for Good Morning America Weekend, Sara Haines. Welcome, guys. All right. We're going to start with a story that is going to have my dog Jasper begging for a raise. Famed fashion designer Karl Lagerfeld recently revealed that his 3-year-old Siamese cat, Choupette, made over $3 million last year. Now, that's Karl Lagerfeld. That's not the cat. Okay, this cat made the money, Choupette made the money modeling just 2 ads for a German car company and for a Japanese beauty line. The cat, however, will not promote cat food because Karl Lagerfeld said, quote, "I don't allow her to do foodstuffs and things like that. She is too sophisticated for that." Marcellas, I'm sure you have an opinion.
I think this is incredible. I'm like the guy that's gonna like stand in line for Choupette and get like an autograph, and I want her little paw and ink, and then on my thing, and then I want a selfie with it. I think this is so cool. I think it's the coolest thing ever. It's no different than like Spuds MacKenzie back in the day, or like that horrible like Mr. Tinkles from the Cats and Dogs movies that became like a thing, or Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat has made a ton of money.
And deserves to. That face.
T-shirt sales and things like that. He's not getting $3 million or half, you know, for one appearance.
Yeah, but Choupette is more elite than that common or Grumpy Cat.
Oh, come on.
I want to know who get what the market will give
Grumpy
them.
Cat
So
worked hard.
I don't know who cut the deal, though. Who sits in a room and says, we've got it in our budget, let's just go to 1.5?
Someone who got
does
fired.
that?
They got fired.
all I know is my dog should be being paid. Right, guys? My dog Jasper has been on this show from the beginning. He was in the original promo shoot. Let's put him up there. Yeah, there he is in the promo shoot.
And does he have
He's been on the set. Yeah, there he is.
A little,
he was in a... Look at the shame. The shame.
No.
This is wrong. He
That
has
alone
not
should
done...
have made money.
He has done one... Well, Chris McLaughlin is our money guy. Chris, are you back there?
I am.
Yeah, why has my dog not received a cent when that cat got $3 million?
Jasper really doesn't take direction really well, and frankly, he's a little bit of a jerk to work with.
Well, he's going to take direction in your office in about half an hour. I think he'll take direction, Chris. All right. Yeah, oh yeah, there's Jasper. All right.
Jasper needs a better agent.
Yeah, exactly. All right, switching gears, guys. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a hugger. I love to hug and cuddle, but now I'm finding out you can actually make money off of this. I had not heard of this, but it's actually been around a while. It's cuddle for hire businesses. They're popping up across the country. This man is like, what? And thousands of customers are booking appointments with professional cuddlers. For about $80 an hour or $400 a night, you can, listen, you hire a snuggler who will squeeze, tickle, spoon, or bear hug you. All right, and this is shocking. We reached out to some cuddle for hire businesses. You're not going to believe this. They said 95 to 99% of their customers are men. Who would have thought that, right? Sara, what do you think?
Well, I think, first of all, it's a little dangerous, I think. I think personally. I mean, we've seen the Craigslist killer. We've seen, it's like the headline for a crime, you know, like 2020.
Like Dateline.
Yeah, like it feels like it's about to come out like that. I actually think one of the guys that started actually said he has an illness where he has a lot of pain. That made me see, okay, but I really thought it might be a good job for me. Like if I had a few months off to cuddle, I'm a really good snuggler.
With strangers?
First of all, you're a pretty girl, and you should not be doing that.
I'm really good.
Yeah, but my thing is, I actually did a story with a woman who owns a cuddling shop out in Portland. And at first, I felt like you. I was like, this just seems wrong, and like you all felt. But then once I talked to her, and she talked about, you know, just doing it for people that are maybe wheelchair bound or maybe have some kind of physical ailments. So there's a lot of good that they do. They're hugging people that don't get human touch on a regular basis, and that's kind of cool. I like that.
The oxytocin, so it helps, you know, that makes you feel good and lowers your heart rate.
And being all like deep, I'm gonna start my own cuddle service. It's like Cuddle Next reality star. It's gonna be like all these D-list celebrities. Cuddle Lindsay Lohan.
But it says in the ad that they have to tell their cuddlers to shower.
brush your teeth.
Shower and
You have
brush
to
your
shower and
teeth.
brush your
So if
teeth.
I'm paying for a service where someone had to be told to brush their
Right.
teeth and shower,
Well, there are a lot of rules. They're very strict, and they do a full screening process before they do this. And they said sometimes the men, since there's so many men doing this, they do get a little excited. And when
What
they
do they do in that case?
with
Yeah.
it, they change positions. They have a number of positions, but they don't make a big deal out of it. They just change positions. But there's nothing inappropriate allowed. You have to wear a certain amount of clothing. I mean, they really do follow a lot of guidelines.
things are getting weird. Let's change. You're going to be the little spoon now.
Because you've already been the big spoon. Right, okay. Let's move.
It's not exactly like prostitution. It's
Not at all.
different
It's not.
than that.
No, it's nothing like that.
No, and I think that, we live in this society now where everybody's on their iPhones, everybody's on their iPad, everybody's like walking down the street not even looking where they're going because they're so into like whatever it is that they're doing. And I think we're missing out on that, like just like the normal
Human
touch,
touch,
or,
yeah.
or shaking hands.
Yes. And that's what
where it
this
comes
is all
from.
about.
Yeah. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even charging him for that one.
I'll get you later.
Yeah,
Meredith.
good. All right. I want to talk about the newest trend on Instagram. There's a growing number of accounts featuring hot guys doing just about anything. You know, the hot guys, hot dudes reading. That was back a few months, I think. Now there's hot men and coffee. The new one, I like this one. It's hot dudes with dogs.
That's awesome. Hot dudes with
that's-
dogs.
What do you guys think of this? Yeah, see.
I think this is ridiculous.
I think it's awesome.
I just really do. I think because a lot of women are spending their time, going through these Instagram accounts, looking at these hot guys. It's like you're never going to meet them. What a waste of time.
It's just fun.
No, it's not.
Get your moto
Get your
on.
nails done. Do something else. Go out and meet a real guy.
First of all, I follow every single Instagram account you just talked about.
And usually when I'm looking at that, I don't want them to see me back. I'm in sweats. I'm on the couch with like a pint of Ben and Jerry's. So I'd rather be one way.
I mean, it's just like a lovely little like daydream, and then you get to like, cute cup. Where'd you get it? It's a way to like start a conversation. Of course, it's not like them like that, like email you back, but it's just like this like little cute thing. And I kind of think, listen, I follow one that's called Hot and Busted, and they're like really cute guys that like, in orange jumpsuits. I mean, there's like
my
one of
God.
these for everything.
You follow the
Why would you
mugshot
follow
one?
that?
What?
There's
Why
this
do you
like
follow
daily
that?
thing. It's called Hot and Busted, and it's like hot guys that, and it's not like criminals that like have.
mean?
You
It's
like
not
a bad
criminals
boy.
that
What
have
kind of
killed
criminals?
anybody.
Oh, well, that's
It's
good,
like-
Marcellus.
It's like the kid that like stole your car.
Oh, that's no big deal. Like a carjacker. That's no big deal.
Not a carjacker.
If you steal a car,
some
you can get
16-year-old that
3 to 5
hot
years
wired a hot rod to go joyriding with his friends.
Where does get the picture from, though?
It's Hot and Busted. It's on Instagram. It's its own website.
It's like I said, whether it's dogs, books, or prison garb, it's wrong.
But I want to know why you like the guy in the prison outfit.
Everybody likes a bad boy, but I
Not that
realize
bad.
that.
Not that bad. That's criminal. I want a guy that doesn't call back, not a guy that steals.
I realize now that this was a.
Housework, that's what I want. A guy doing housework, that's hot.
Ooh, we should start that. Hot guys cleaning.
We got it. And we have shots. There we go. We got it. All right. We're starting it. Hot guys cleaning.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Is that a dust
That is ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
You got to get on the train, baby. You got to get on the train. All right, up next, we're revealing the controversial new app that claims to predict how long you will live. Stick around because your life may depend on it. We'll be right back.
It will encourage you to eat better.
If I know when I'm gonna die, I'm gonna eat the double cheeseburger with bacon.
You should poke steak with your finger to see if it's done. Fish cooks best directly on the grill grates.
No. What do you think, audience? We are back with our panel of experts discussing outrageous headlines. New York Live co-anchor Jacque Reid, celebrity fashion stylist Marcellas Reynolds, and lifestyle anchor for Good Morning America Weekend, Sara Haines. All right, guys. The new Apple Watch, I don't know if any of you have it yet. It's been out for a few weeks, and with it there's a new app that people are talking about. It's called Life Clock. Basically, you put in your health information, and it uses it to count down to the second the amount of time you supposedly have left until you kick the bucket. That's a look at it, okay? The good news is, if you eat your daily vegetable intake, it adds 36 minutes to your life. But if you stay up all night at the club, it's minus 25 minutes. And the makers say the app is meant to be motivational. Not scary, but motivational. Marcellas, what do you think?
This is the work of the devil. I don't want to know when I'm going to die.
To the second?
To the second, it's like I'm going to be obsessed with this thing. It's going to be like the Beating That Telltale Heart book thing. It's like I'm going to be constantly looking at it.
It can kind of, I see what they may mean as it being motivational, because it will encourage you to eat better, to work out, to live a better life.
No, it's not.
You're going to die eventually.
If I know when I'm going to die, I'm going to eat the double cheeseburger with bacon. I'm going to have mayo with my fries.
But then you're cutting down on the time. But you're not going to do that because you're looking at that number, and as you eat those things, the number of the time of your death is going to be nearer. So if you do healthy things, it's going to go further
extend your
back.
life.
Yes.
There's no way to accurately really do this. I'd be obsessed. Like, I wear this bracelet, and I'm constantly looking how many steps I take.
Fitbit?
Yes. And it's obsessive. It's like another thing I can be OCD about. Like, when you're on the treadmill and all you stare at is how long is left, like, it ruins the experience. I'd be on that thing constantly being like, because no one sleeps enough.
See,
I don't
be
need
on
to
it.
subtract
I'd
every
be
day.
on it soon. Oh, I'm doing so well, and then I get hit by a bus because I'm staring at it. You're not going to win with this thing. You are not going to win. All right. Switching gears here. Fans of the pop supergroup One Direction were devastated when members of Zayn Malik recently left the band. But
So
nobody.
cute.
Yeah, he's cute. All right, calm down, Marcellas. Okay. But nobody seems to be taking it as hard as the fans who go to the famed wax museum, Madame Tussauds, where the Wax Boy band still includes Zayn. They did not remove him from the waxy exhibit. The museum has actually had to hire a tissue attendant. This is true, to hand out Kleenex for overwhelmed fans. So the attendant is there if somebody breaks down because it's emotional.
Who says this economy is in trouble? There are tissue people.
There are jobs out there.
I kind of get this.
I
though.
get it too.
Because I cried a little. I was a New Kids on the Block girl, and like,
Oh, yeah.
when I actually cried though in my adult life when they had a they reunited on the Today Show, and I was on the Plaza. My 13-year-old self like came out in front of all the employees, and I'm like, oh my God! I was like, I didn't see this coming. You know, like I got really
Tear
emotional.
up, or did you need tissue?
I didn't need tissue. I wiped it out of my New Kids on the Block shirt.
I am, to this day, a huge New Edition fan, and I was when I was a lot younger. And when Bobby Brown left, I was okay. I think you need to keep it in perspective. I think you need to get a grip. I don't think people need to go that far.
There definitely needs to be somebody standing in Madame Tussauds
You
with
should
like
have the cuddlers come and be in
That's
the
perfect.
museum.
There you go. Perfect. All right.
But they'd have to pay for that.
Thank you.
somebody checking IDs because you can't be over 20 standing there crying about Harry Styles.
All right, thank you guys so much. To our wonderful experts, thank you. We will be right back.
You don't want to press your burgers down while grilling.
Yeah, I would say
You want to prep hot dogs before grilling.
I've never prepped a hot dog. I don't know what that. Oh.
You can actually find clever ways to mask the tummy. Retro-style bathing suits are in. Women that are a little bustier need a lot of support. We can't forget about the thighs, right?
Meredith Vieira Show. Our panel of legal experts weigh in on hot button issues.
I am suing if my kid gets the measles.
Then the hits keep coming when Wade Brady plays karaoke with Ella Henderson and Meredith. Tomorrow.
Grilling season is officially here, but if you think you know it all when it comes to the barbecue, think again. Here to reveal the biggest grilling myths is Women's Health Magazine's Clint Carter. Welcome to you, Clint. All right.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you. Clint is going to read a statement. I'm going to guess if it's the truth or if it's a myth. Now, if you get 4 right, everyone in the audience is getting an awesome grilling prize package. So, all right, I'm going to ask for your help, guys. All right. Let's get to
So
the
are you
first
ready?
one. I'm ready,
For the
Clint.
big claims in
I'm
grilling.
ready. I'm ready.
All right, the first one.
Yes.
You should poke steak with your finger to see if it's done.
True, true. Myth? And I'm getting it.
Mixed messages. It's all on you.
You're all over the map. I'm gonna go truth.
Truth? That is correct. Yes. You want to use your finger. All right. Let me show you how this is done, because this is really cool. Everyone, hold up your hand, right? Follow along with me. This is how you determine if the steak's done. Put these fingers together in an OK symbol. This meaty part of your thumb, the way that feels, that's rare. So you can touch that and touch the steak. Then if you move through your fingers, that's medium rare, that's medium well, and that's well.
Oh.
This meaty part of your finger will get a little firmer each time. Really cool trick.
And then you don't have to cut into your meat.
Everything you need to know about doneness. You don't have to keep poking it with a thermometer.
Excellent. All right, we got one. All right,
Good one.
next one.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
Next one. Fish cooks best directly on the grill grates.
Oh, no. What do you think, audience? Yeah, myth. You got to get lifted off the grate. Myth.
I'm starting to think these are too easy.
Is it a myth?
Myth! Yeah, I mean,
It'll stick, right?
as you know, it sticks. It's flaky. It's very tough to get good fish off the grill if you want it to look appetizing. Fish basket, or my favorite, a cedar plank is going to hold it together.
Oh, that's good.
Gonna be much better.
And how do you know when it's done?
Stick a knife in there, twist it, you can look in. If it's semi-opaque, it's not quite there, so you want it to look translucent, kind of like a solid color throughout.
Okay.
That's what you're looking for.
All right, next one.
You don't want to press your burgers down while grilling.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, you don't want the juices out. I would say true.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
True. You don't want to let the juices out. But you see this all the time. People just hammering on them the whole time. You're letting out all that delicious fat, everything that makes a burger great. So you just want to let them sit there until it's time to
Do you see who you're dealing with? Just so you know. Okay. All right.
You can grill at my place anytime.
All right. Next.
Bones increase the meat's flavor.
Well, yeah, I mean, because they say that at the restaurant, on the bone is better. So truth.
They say that at the restaurant because they can sell you more, it costs more.
What?
That's a myth. So when you're grilling,
really?
How far do you think that flavor is going to travel? I mean, that's calcium and mineral. The flavor is not going to travel very far. So that's a total myth. It's going to cost you a little bit more money. No, just save the money. Go boneless.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. We need the next one. We need this one.
You need it. All right.
Yes.
You want to prep hot dogs before grilling.
I've never prepped a hot dog. I don't know what that...
I don't know.
Because I've never done it, I have to assume that I'm doing it wrong. So I'm going to say truth.
You trust in your instinct here.
No, I'm going against my instinct.
Okay. Truth.
Yes.
Correct.
Why? I don't get it.
Look at me. If you want the hot dog, it is pre-cooked, but if you want to cook it all the way through so that it's not getting kind of shriveled on the outside, so undercooked on the inside, you just skewer it and then spiraling. That's what it's called. Just make a little spiral, you take it off, and then it's going to cook on the inside as quickly as the outside, and you have a great place to hold all your condiments.
Oh, that's a great idea.
To make your hot dogs so much better every time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, we know hot dogs are going to be on everyone's grill this summer. So our friends at Ballpark, known for their great tasting hot dogs made with 100% beef, are making sure our audience is going home with Ballpark Franks for the grill. And that's not all. You're also getting the Pit Master Grill Crate from Man Crates, offered in more than 40 varieties. This one comes complete with all of the gadgets, grilling gear your family needs. Up next, nervous about getting into that bathing suit? Well, we've got the tricks to help anybody look most beautiful. That's coming up.
You can actually find clever ways to mask the tummy. Retro style bathing suits are in. Women that are a little bustier need a lot of support. We can't forget about the thighs, right?
Ready, set, go.
No, for that.
Oh, baby, that's me.
Welcome back. If the idea of stepping into a swimsuit seems like cruel and unusual punishment, listen up. We have the tips and tricks to help anybody look its most beautiful. Here to tell us how is style expert and author of the bra book, Janae Luciani. Hey, Janae, nice to see you again. I want to get started. First body part that women seem to obsess about.
the tummy area, right? We can all relate to that. It's the hardest area to tone. We tend to gain weight there, especially after we've had children.
Right.
So you can actually find clever ways to mask the tummy, and retro style bathing suits are in. So I'm going to show you one on Trisha that's going to really slim her midsection.
Perfect. Let's bring Trisha out.
Nice. It looks great, right? So they call it a miracle suit for a reason. We found this for under 30 bucks, and it has that strategic shearing around the middle, right? So it really creates the illusion of thinness. Now, when you want to throw on a cover-up, some of us will grab our towel, right?
That's what
but if
I
you're
do,
a little
yeah.
bulkier around the middle, that just adds visual bulk.
Right.
So this is really clever. It's from simple sarongs, and it buttons to create this flattering V neckline, again creating the illusion of slim, and then you can double as a towel.
So, Trisha, does this suit make you feel more confident?
Makes me feel like Hawaii is calling my name.
Oh, yeah. Trisha, thank you. Get on that plane, baby. All right. Next body issue that women are self-conscious about.
The chest, right? So
Yeah.
first we're going to talk about those of us that are less well endowed, and we want to kind of amp up that area and maybe balance it with the booty. Heather is actually in the Air Force, and she's always in her uniform, so she wants to look sexy and more feminine when she's in a bathing suit.
Okay, we want that for Heather. Heather, come on out. It's adorable.
Right? So a bandeau style is a great option that a lot of women love. She's young, it's fun, but you want to make sure that it has some reinforcement. So this actually sort of has built-in foam cups, which kind of adds shaping, adds visual bulk. Added the little black swim skirt on the bottom because we want to sort of draw the eye up and balance out her booty. A little skirt, so cute.
Heather, do you like the way the girls look in this? Or?
Yes, ma'am, I feel voluptuous.
You look great. You look great, Heather. All right, next hang up where women need a little bit of help.
Right, so the opposite issue is the bustier woman. And women that are a little bustier need a lot of support, especially when you're in a bathing suit. You don't want things flying
all
out
over
in the pool, right?
Well, Jessica is wearing your bathing suit. Let's come on out, Jessica.
Yeah.
Your idea for what will look best? All right, Jessica.
So you really want to look for, whoa, the audience loves you, girl. You really want to look for something that has some support and a bra-sized bathing suit. So you can get a bathing suit that's actually in your bra size. This is from Julie Joa. It has great support up top. It has reinforced mesh. It has, again, the sort of built-in cups, and it has a fabric band that really adds support without being an underwire. And then I added the masculine sort of menswear-inspired stuff that's really hot right now and just gives her this really chic look for the beach.
What do you think?
Balances it all out.
I'm secure.
They're in there. They're not moving. Those puppies aren't moving.
Thanks, Jess. Okay, we have one last look. Okay, final figure issue that women worry about.
So we can't forget about the thighs, right? Another area that we all just seem to not be able to do anything about. We gain weight in our lower half. So let's not rule out the swim dress. That's something that doesn't have to be frumpy.
Okay.
We have Kiana.
All right, come on out, Kiana. Let's see the swim dress.
Right, doesn't she look great?
That's adorable.
So this is a great printed swim dress. I know, work it, girl. From plus-size retailer Ashley Stewart. Again, with the strategic sort of shearing around the middle that skims across the midsection. And then the little skirt just hits at the widest part at the top of her thighs, so it really makes her legs look long and lean. That's all one piece. And also a good tip is you want to keep your accessories proportionate as well. So I gave her sort of the bigger accessories, the big floppy hat, the sunglasses, the big bag.
Do you think you could rock this poolside, Kiana?
Yes, I'm going to Jamaica.
One's going to Hawaii, one's going to Jamaica. I'm going to Vegas. What can I say?
Come on back, ladies. We have one last look today. Thank you so much. Everybody can look beautiful on the beach and deserves to. For more information on the looks you've seen today, check out our website at MeredithVieiraShow.com. We'll be right back.
You guys look
Start the clock. Oh, you know, don't judge me. You even bought a dress and the whole thing. He hadn't responded to you. Your husband thought you were a little nuts.
Yes.
Yes. But then Larry did call you from L.A. Yes. I adore my next guest, and I am not alone. TV Guide named him one of the greatest TV dads of all time for his role on the OC. Well, now he's moved east, starring on Broadway in On the 20th Century. Please welcome my dear friend, Peter Gallagher. Okay, Peter, the last time you were here, it was my first show.
It was your first show.
It was my very first show premiere, and you surprised me with this great song and dance number, and I just wanted to thank you publicly because I was so nervous, and when I saw you come out, and you are the consummate performer, it blew me away.
Wow, you're so sweet. I'd do anything for you. I'd do anything for you.
Thank you. But I'm so glad you did, and that was the first time you performed that. It was from Chicago.
It was. I think people thought I'd done Chicago, and I'd never done Chicago, but I was happy to learn the song with those lyrics and have fun with some Rockettes, I think.
Yes, there were Rockettes here. Yeah, it was a crazy time.
Wonderful dancers from the Broadway company.
Yeah, my family was here. My daughter knows you.
Yes, and your son showed up from
from China.
Asia.
Yeah. So it was great. I think that's my son. Yeah, it was my son. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And now you're back on Broadway. I saw the show. This man is unbelievable in it. He is so talented. He plays the lead, Oscar Jaffe, and then the entire play, you are trying to woo Kristen Chenoweth's character, Lily.
Yes, a very enviable job.
Yes, yeah. Do you know where her mouth has been? Do you know?
Well, let me, please, enlighten me. I imagine it's beautiful.
No, earlier this season, she was on this show. She dropped by the same day that Jasper, my dog, was here. Take a look at this. Oh, I'm glad that's my guest water and not mine. Phew. Okay. Who better to help judge them than the Tony Award-winning singer and actress, Kristen Chenoweth? You've played so many great roles. One of the most memorable, Sandy Cohen on the OC, and actually TV Guide named Sandy Cohen one of the greatest TV dads of all time. And I understand one of your TV kids introduced you to a beauty term that's now growing in America, manscaping.
Yes, Adam Brody. We were in the makeup trailer, and people were talking about trimming. I said, what? What are you talking about? Because I'm always a day late and a dollar short about most things. And he explained this craze of manscaping, which just seemed as absurd as Twitter to me at that point. But,
and a lot of people now...
May the twain never meet.
And now a lot of men are manscaping their eyebrows, and you're famous for your eyebrows.
You know, that was totally... that's just one of those funny things. I was always self-conscious about my fat lips, and then all of a sudden, people were talking about my eyebrows. So I've never touched my eyebrows until the last couple of years. My hairstylist cuts them because, after a certain point in your life, they just... totally have a mind of your own.
Men, they just kind of go crazy. They go rogue.
Crazy.
Yeah, I want to test your knowledge of eyebrows since you are known for them. So it is time to play a game that we're going to call Brow Beaters. These are disturbing. All right. Here's how this game works. We'll each get 20 seconds to match as many eyebrows as we can to these browless celebrity faces. Whoever gets the most right wins an amazing brow beauty kit for their side of the audience. I'm going to play for this side right here, okay? So you're going to play for that side. You have to put the eyebrows on the men. I put them on the women. You're going to go first, okay? 20 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go.
This will be easy. I'll open that.
Maybe that's me. Okay. All right. Okay, you got that. Nope, it's done. It's done. You got 3, right? You got 3. You're good. All right.
Oh, those are mine.
I think those are yours. Let's see if you're right.
Oh.
Yep. Is that right? No, sorry. Okay. Bert. Let's see Bert.
I got Bert.
Yep, you got Bert. See about Drake? Yeah, yes. I think this is right. Yes. Yep. And fighter you? Okay, you got 4. I thought 3. You got 4. All right. Oh, man, I have no idea. All right, my turn. Oh, shoot. Okay, 20 seconds on the clock. Start the clock. Don't judge me. Let's see if I got my own right. Which one was I can't. All right, Kerry Washington, I didn't even guess her. All right, there she is. All right, Megan Fox. Okay, Brooke Shields. Beyonce has to be right. All right, that side, I'm so sorry for my side. I'm so sorry. That side of the audience that is really rubbing it in is going home with a bulletproof brows kit from Too Faced Cosmetics. You're going home with it too. Everybody's going home with it. Our thanks to Peter Gallagher. And if you're in New York, please do yourself a favor. On the 20th Century is playing at the American Airlines Theater right now. You will love it. We'll be right back. You even bought a dress and the whole thing. He hadn't responded to you. Your husband thought you were a little nuts. Yes. Yes. But then Larry did call you from L.A. Yes.
No matter where you are, it tells you where the gas stations are and, more importantly, what gas costs at that station.
I love it. Okay, let's see. Few books are so powerful they can change the way you look at life. Well, that's what happened when I read Naked Jane Bears All. I was so deeply moved by how this woman has persevered despite all that she has been through. Take a look.
It happened when Jane Schwartzberg was a 31-year-old newlywed.
I went to the doctor because I found a lump. She told me that she was so sorry, but that she was certain that I had breast cancer.
That shocking diagnosis was followed by a double mastectomy and chemotherapy.
They warned us that because of the chemotherapy treatments, we wouldn't be able to have biological children. It was devastating.
But defying the bleak prognosis, Jane did get pregnant twice and was pronounced cancer-free, remaining that way for 10 full years.
I felt that I could move forward.
And then another shattering blow.
I had the cancer all this time, and that now I did not have the possibility of being cured.
It seems so cruelly unfair, but she's still fighting and urging everyone to embrace life, no matter what.
We are here for an incredibly short time. All of us, we really need to actively ask ourselves what we want to do with this little bit of time we have.
In her case, it meant trying to arrange a meeting with a certain famous comedian who's always made her laugh.
On a particular day that I was having an awful time, one of my best friends asked me, is there something that would just blow your mind? I immediately said, actually, yes. I wrote a letter and I couldn't believe what happened.
Please welcome Jane Schwartzberg. Hey, Jane, so nice to have you here.
What a joy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of
Wow.
course. Yeah, look at that. I love that this book of yours it's not a sad book, it's an honest book, but it's about finding your joy. And I want to find out, in a minute, you're all going to find out what happened with that letter. But first, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. I'm one of the lucky ones that my meds are working beautifully. My disease is stable, and I feel great.
So at this point, there is no cure for the cancer that is in your body now,
Correct.
but you can hopefully control it so that it doesn't get worse.
Exactly right. It's managed as a chronic disease.
And there's a part in your book that is incredibly moving about the first time that you saw yourself in the mirror after you'd had reconstructive surgery. You were with your mom. How hard was that moment for you?
It was so hard. And actually, I don't even think I have spoken to my mom about this because I think it was such a hard time for both of us. We unwrapped me, and my mom blocked my view into the mirror, and I said, just move over a little bit so that I could see a peek, a little more, until I was looking at myself, my entire post-surgical self in the mirror. And it was very hard to get used to, and what really flipped me out was seeing a birthmark that had been on my stomach. Now it was one of the puzzle pieces that made up my breast.
Because they had actually moved the fat and the muscle from your stomach to recreate new breasts for you.
Exactly right.
Well, on the cover of your book, you have the word fighter written across your chest, but you really say at this point you prefer the word surrenderer.
What I mean by that is surrendering to however I feel, whatever I need, leaning on people, letting myself take a nap, letting myself admit how hard this is, and instead of fighting, just being with the reality.
Which is a good place to be, to understand that other people love you and are there to help you as well, too.
Absolutely. It is the best place to be.
Well, when you were at your lowest, you were talking with a friend and they said, who would you want to meet? What would you want to do? You wanted to have lunch with somebody. You wrote the letter. Who was that somebody?
That somebody was someone who my family and I are crazy about, Larry David.
Larry David, okay.
Yeah.
And why Larry David?
We just, like many people, we are obsessed with Larry David. His humor. I watched many episodes of his shows while I was in the hospital, and I don't know, he just sort of, he was the person that when my friend said, what would just knock your socks off, I said, I want to have lunch with Larry David.
So you wrote him the letter. Did you think that he would respond?
Initially, I thought it was the craziest thing. But then, as I started to kind of rehab myself, and I was walking a little bit at a time in the park, and I actually came to believe that sometimes the universe works really well, and somehow, yes, I was going to sit and have lunch with Larry David.
You even bought a dress and the whole thing. He hadn't responded to you. Your husband thought you were a little nuts.
Yes. My husband, so here I had barely come out of bed for weeks and weeks, and one day my husband came home from work, and I came down and I said, hey, hon, I got the dress. And he was perplexed, and I said, for my lunch with Larry David. And he said, oh my gosh, we're really going to have to talk. You know, because nothing had happened.
But then Larry did call you from L.A. Yes.
He did.
And you went out there?
Yes.
And you had lunch with him and his producer?
Yes, his producer, amazing woman.
And so what was that like?
I'm not sure because it was such an outer body experience that I was only half there. It was amazing. I felt absolutely beautiful. I wore the dress that I had bought before I knew I was having lunch with Larry David. And we had a wonderful conversation. And more than that, it was just, it reignited for me my wonder in the universe.
Well, it's such a thrill to have you here, Jane. I know that when you think about other people and you hope for other people, you hope that they find joy, that they show up for their life, and that they accept help. 3 lessons that you have learned, and thank you for sharing them with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Jane Schwartzberg. Naked Jane Bears All is available now. It is a wonderful book. We'll be right back.
No matter where you are, it tells you where the gas stations are and, more importantly, what gas costs at that station.
I love it. Okay, let's see.
Next Meredith Vieira Show. Our panel of legal experts weigh in on hot-button issues.
I am suing if my kid gets the measles.
Then, the hits keep coming when Wayne Brady plays karaoke with Ella Henderson and Meredith. Tomorrow.
Welcome back. Have you ever bought a tank of gas only to drive down the street and find out that it's cheaper at the very next station? Well, if that yes, I'm hearing from the audience. If that bugs you, then there's an app you should know. Here to tell us about it is technology journalist Seth Porges. Hey, Seth, welcome to you. All right, how does this work?
The app is called Gas Buddy.
Gas Buddy.
No matter where you are, it tells you where the gas stations are and, more importantly, what gas costs at that station.
I love it. Okay, let's see.
So we took the privilege of figuring out where you're from. You are from Rumford, Rhode Island.
Yes, I am Rumford, Rhode Island.
So say we teleport to Rumford right now.
Okay.
And we wanted to know what gas station to go to. And the cheapest gas, we would just queue it up and it would tell us where to go.
Can you do it?
Absolutely. So we go here.
Wow.
Pretty cool, right?
That's very good. That is very cool. I think we should all go to Rumford.
Let's go to Rumford.
Yeah, and anywhere in the country you can do this.
Anywhere in the country. Because, you know, when you're driving down the street, you are taking a gamble when you get gas because you don't know if it's going to be cheaper, just one exit down the street. This makes that gamble no longer a gamble.
Excellent. I love it, Seth. Thank you so much. Great stuff. Thanks to all of my guests today, my amazing studio audience, and to you at home for stopping by. We'll see you next time. That is cool.